Hi, it's LaRue bringing you the Weekly Whisper. I'm going to pick up where I left off last week, looking at conflicting desires that are getting in the way of what you truly desire. So if you have something you're desiring and it isn't manifesting, I'm going to suggest and invite you to take a look at what might be lurking underneath some desire that you might have put in place a long time ago, days, weeks, months, years, even decades ago. As I shared with you in last week's Weekly Whisper, I had a client who wanted to lose 50 pounds, and when we began to look for her conflicting desire, she found that she put on the weight to protect herself from men. So I'm going to give you 3 steps to start with this week, and then next week we're going to take it to another level. We're going to start to dismantle those conflicting desires. Step 1 is to write down what you truly desire. What is it that you want that you don't yet have? After you've written that down, for example, my client would have written down to be a healthy size 6. Step 2 is to write down where you currently are. So my client would have written that she was 50 pounds overweight and wore a size 16. So now the third step is to ask yourself a very important question. What desire might someone have for this reality, in this case being 50 pounds and a size 16, what desire might someone have for this reality to be manifesting? And when you start looking, it may not be obvious at first, like my client did not want to be 50 pounds overweight. That was just the means to the end. She wanted to be safe around men. She thought that her unconscious mind, and even her conscious mind, because she said she remembered at one point thinking, I'll just be unattractive, I'll put on the weight. But she really didn't want to be fat. She just wanted to be safe around men. So really, the being overweight was the means to the end. There was something more that she wanted. Recently, I was looking at my beliefs around money and having wealth. And I started to look at my conflicting desires, and what I found was I had a desire to be loyal to my family. I was raised by farmers. They didn't have a lot of money, and people who had money, they didn't always say really nice things about them. And so to be in alignment with my family and not to feel like I was betraying my family, I found that I was holding myself back because I had a desire to be loved by them. Look not at what's so much manifesting. That may not be what you're desiring, but really what that gets you. So that's it for this week. I'm going to come back to you next week, and not next week, but in 2 weeks, and we're going to talk about dismantling those conflicting desires. Have fun with this. Take a lighthearted approach, because if you don't, you'll get serious and you won't get anywhere. So do this process as though you are on a journey and an exploration, and have a lot of fun, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye for now.